You are listening to the Healthy Christian Women Podcast, brought to you by Fit+Faith, the podcast for Christian women to grow healthier in their mind, body, and spirit. Jumpstart your health with your complimentary mind, body, and spirit detox checklist at healthychristianwomen.com/detox. That's healthychristianwomen.com/detox. Here's your host, Dr. Melody Stevens.
Good morning. Hi. Dr. Melody here with Fit+Faith, and welcome to our next session of natural and non-toxic living. And today we're talking about boosting your inner doctor. Your inner doctor is your immune system. How can we be boosting that in a natural way that is going to benefit all areas of your body, right? We need to know, without needing tons and tons and tons of pharmaceuticals, how can we boost our immune system and how can we actually help our body to thrive so much better? And it's just like anything else. The more you work on it, the better it becomes, It gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Just like building a muscle, we can do the same thing for our immune system. So God has created our bodies with our own inner doctor. This is what I think the body is so incredible. And one of the reasons why I wanted to go into physical therapy, because I was so fascinated by our body. And I was like, I need to know how this thing works because it's amazing. God has done an incredible thing, and I want to have a little glimpse into what He did inside of our bodies. And so our immune system is our natural defenses. He's like just done everything incredible for us. Our bodies heal on their own. They have natural rejuvenating and healing abilities. And we have an immune system that helps it to ward off and fight other things too. And a lot of our actions affect our immune system. So who wants a better and stronger immune system? Anyone? Good morning, ladies. As you're hopping on, go ahead and say hi. Comment down below and let me know, do you want a better immune system? And if you have any things that are natural that you're doing already to boost your immune system, would you share that with us below too? I would love to know. And so what can we do? What are some natural ways to boost our inner doctor, our immune system? So one of the things is, have you ever heard of rebounding? Rebounding is like a mini trampoline and you just bounce on it, 5-10 minutes, whatever, you just bounce on it every day. And that gets everything moving through your body. One of the key primary areas of our immune system is our lymphatic system. Have you heard of your lymph system, your lymph nodes, your lymphatic system? That is one of the main key fighters of your immune system. And so rebounding is something that gets your lymph moving. So we need to understand what our lymphatic system is, how it operates, so that we know how to actually boost it. We know how to cleanse it and to help it get a flushing, right? Because if our lymphatic system is collecting all the bad stuff in our body and it's warding off and it's fighting and it's producing all the good cells, our B cells and our T cells that are going after all the bad stuff, we want to boost that and make it work as good as possible. So we need to know, how do we affect our lymphatic system and get it moving? And so our lymphatic system, all right, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. Our body is made up of all these networks inside, and all these networks do different things, and it's just amazing. So we have our skeleton network, right? Everything is connected together in our skeleton. We have our nerves. Our nerves is a network that starts in our brain. It goes through our brain stem, and then it goes down the center of our spinal column, and then it branches out into all these nerves all the way to the ends of your fingertips. It's a system. Then we have our muscles. Our muscles is a skeletal system, a muscular system, a vascular system. So we have these networks of muscles laid on top of everything. Then we have our blood flow system. So we've got our arterial and our venous system, your arteries and veins. And they start in your heart, which is a muscle that's pumping everything, and it goes out into these little tubes. And then from there, it branches out. And it's these little tubes that carry our artery blood and our venous blood. And it goes all the way again to our fingertips. That's how oxygen is moving around our body. Now we have our lymphatic system. And so it is a system that is similar to arteries and veins, where it branches out and it goes all over our body. But there's little groupings of these nodes, these lymph nodes, and they group and gather in our body in certain places. And it's part of our natural defenses. And okay, if you think about your arteries and veins, they're going out one way and in another, right? And then they're kind of pumping through the heart. It's going out one way and in another, circulating your blood. Well, our lymphatic system only goes in one direction. It only goes up. So if you're going to help your lymphatic system, you have to do things that are going to help it move up. Therefore, you want to start at your feet, and you want to do something that's going to push everything upwards and get it moving and flushed out into your lymph nodes, which gather in different places in your body. And then it's going to help to flush out of your body. That's going to be part of our secretion process, right? Get all the bad stuff out. So your lymphatic system does this. It's searching around, it's going through your body, it's finding any, bacteria, viruses, bad things, dead things. It's finding all that and it's clearing it out, and it's sending all of the immune system cells that we need to fight it off and to break it down and then to excrete it and get it out. And so rebounding is one way, since our lymphatic system doesn't have its own pump. The only pump that it has is the movement and action that you do. So it's spread out all throughout our body, just underneath our skin. It's just very superficial under our skin, and it doesn't have its own pump. So the more active you are, you use your muscles, you help to move the lymph around. And that's what we want to do. So rebounding helps you move the lymph around because you're bouncing on a trampoline. I mean, honestly, you could probably just stand and do a little bit of jumping, but you're bouncing and you're doing this movement, and that's what's causing it to move, right? All those little bounces, creating that little gravitational pull, is causing it to finally get moving, and you're just helping it get flushed out through the body. So you have the lymphatic system all throughout your body, and you've got lymph nodes in certain places. So if we go upwards from the feet up, you're going to have lymph nodes behind your knee. You're going to have a ton of lymph nodes in your groin. You're going to have a lot of lymph nodes in your armpits and around, for women, around your breast tissue. And you're going to have a lot of lymph nodes up into your neck. So have you ever been, or had your mom, my mom always would do this. If you're feeling sick, she would feel around your neck. And if she could feel that there was some swollen areas or some little lumps, that was your lymphatic system behind your ears, behind your neck here, that is a gathering point for it. And if it's a little swollen or tender, that means your lymph nodes there are working overtime. They're working really hard to fight these infections and to build and send out enough cells that are helping you out. And this is another way, though, how people can sometimes find cancer, is if their lymph nodes are swollen. And so you've got them here, you've got them in your armpits, near your breast tissue, groin, and behind your knees. And so we want to help our body flush out the lymph system. For those of you that are here live, comment down below, what are some benefits of a strong immune system? What would you think are some benefits that you would experience with a strong immune system? There's some obvious ones, right? Fighting off infection, but what are some other things that you would think, why does it matter? And if I could help my body, why would I want to help my body a little bit more? And so one of the other things is that I'm going to talk about this morning is dry brushing. There is something that you could do externally to help move the lymphatic system, get it going, get it flushed, so that it's cleansed. It's doing a big old flush in your system, getting all the bad stuff out so that you can just have a reset. And so the more you do this, the stronger and stronger your immune system becomes. Now, we talked about rebounding. That's one way. Other ways, of course, is going to be what you eat, right? Eating healthy, natural, whole foods that are living and active and that benefit your body in incredible ways that lab created or manipulated food does not, right? And so yes, Kendra, more energy, that's a great one. A lot of times, one of the biggest things that people come to me for or that they complain about in their health is energy. I just feel drained all the time. I'm so tired. No matter how much sleep I'm getting, it just doesn't feel like I have enough energy, or I'm not even able to get enough sleep. What else can I do? We don't want to rely on caffeine and soda and sugar and coffee and all these things to give us energy. We don't want to have to rely on those things. Those things are addictive to our body. Those things are harmful for our body over time. And so what can we do naturally that will give us a boost in our energy levels? 100% dry brushing. 100%. We'll talk about why. Dry brushing, boosting your immune system externally, getting your lymphatic system flushed and flowing gives you a whole new thing of energy, a whole new boost of energy. But the benefit of dry brushing itself is because if you look here, these are natural bamboo bristles. These are thousands of touch points on your skin. You're using the external on top of your skin to affect the internal. Your lymphatic system is just below your skin. It's you can affect it just very gently, very lightly. Like even this is making my lymphatic system move underneath my skin in this area. And so you want to have a natural energy boost, then try applying 1,000 little touch points to your skin. It's going to stimulate your nerve endings. It's going to stimulate your blood flow, and it's going to stimulate your lymphatic system to get flushed. All those things are going to naturally give you like a little mini energy high when you're done, because you're going to do this over your whole body. And within a span of 5 minutes, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, like I feel rejuvenated. I feel amazing. I wouldn't have believed it, guys, until I started doing it for myself. And I'm like, it's amazing, because dry brushing not only moves your lymphatic system, which internally flushes you, it stimulates your nerves. It stimulates your blood flow, which give you like a natural little rush. So here's how you do it. You start, I said before, your lymph system only goes one way. It only goes up. So you start at your feet, you start at the bottom, and you work your way up. So if this was my foot and my leg, I'm going to start and do these little strokes like this on the bottom of my foot. Then I'm going to go on top, and I'm always brushing from bottom to up. I'm always brushing up. I'm always brushing toward my heart. That's how you can always remember what to do. And it's gentle. These are firm. These are, in the beginning, you're like, ooh, if I push too hard, that could be painful. It shouldn't be painful. It's gentle, but they're very firm, and that's what you want. So you do these little gentle brushes, and then you start moving your way up. You just start going up. So if this was my leg, this is my calf, right? And I'm going to behind my knee. We're pretending this is my knee. I'm brushing up to the lymph nodes behind my knee. And then I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to work up my leg. Now I'm brushing to the lymph nodes in my groin. So I'm working up my leg. Guys, I've only done this much of my arm, and my arm is like, I don't want to say on fire, because that's a negative way. It's like it's stimulated. It's awake. It's like, it's a lasting sensation that I have here. I'm done brushing, but my arm is like warm. It's like it's, I feel like it's almost like it's glowing. Like I feel the sensation from here to here where I was just dry brushing, and the sensation is lingering, and it just feels like awake. I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like alive and stimulated and awake. Imagine doing this. You're doing this to your whole body. That's why when you're done, you just have this like zing. You just feel this like, I just feel like elevated. I feel like activated on a whole nother level. And it feels amazing. And you naturally have this energy high because you've been stimulating your blood flow. You've been stimulating your nerves, your senses, and you've been stimulating your lymphatic system. So it's a natural way to get an energy high that's going to last you, though. It's going to last because you flushed your whole lymph system. So if I do this with the dry brush, right, and I work my way all the way up my lower leg to behind my knee, I work up my thigh to my inner inner groin area where all the lymph nodes are. I work my way up my sides, and when I get to my tummy, I go in a circular motion because all of my organs are in there, right? All of my organs and my digestion is in there. So I go in a circular motion to promote digestion. I'm promoting movement in there. And then I'm working my way up to my armpits where all these lymph nodes are right here. Then I start working my way up my arms, both arms. And then I've got a lot of lymph nodes around the breast tissue. So I do a few circular motions around the breast tissue, getting everything moving. And then I work up my chest towards all the lymph nodes here in my neck. And I work my way all the way up. When you're done in 5 minutes, you feel amazing. You feel amazing. You've stimulated your entire body completely naturally. And then what I do, and we've talked about this in a previous session, is we have an activation oil that I use. So I either use the invigorating happiness oil to stimulate now my internal, my nose, my olfactory system that activates all the happiness centers in my brain. So I breathe that in. Or I have another activation oil that helps to give me focus and calm. So it depends on what I'm wanting in my mind. So I use my essential oil blends to go with this stimulating process of my dry brush. And all these things together, you wake up in like 5 minutes and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to take on the day. Could you use that? Could that benefit you? Feeling like you're ready to take on the day when you didn't have good sleep, when you're tired, when you're exhausted, when you're running on caffeine and sugar. This isn't good. This is not the way our body was meant to heal itself through those external substances. It was meant to heal itself internally through all the systems that we have, and we can help to facilitate and spark our immune system to feel better. Your immune system, guys, it's just like a muscle. Like you're exercising your muscles and you're getting stronger, you're getting faster, you're getting more agile, you're getting less tired the more you do it, right? Your body is building up, it's getting better and better. Your immune system is the same way with dry brushing. So I do this every day or even a few times a week, and I am giving my natural fighting, like my natural internal defense system, I'm giving it a boost. I'm helping it be stronger. I'm helping it do its job better. I'm helping it be more efficient so it can clear out the bad stuff and go to work on anything else that my body might be fighting. It is amazing. I've had friends who have, using dry brushing, they have like a toenail fungus that like wouldn't go away, like with no matter what they did. Like if they had this toenail fungus for like a year, like nothing was helping it. Started dry brushing and like in a few weeks or a month, it was gone. Because they were boosting their immune system, their body trying to fight the fungus. They were boosting it. They didn't just dry brush just on their toe, even though that's where the fungus was. They dry brushed on their whole body, stimulated their whole immune system, and it got rid of the fungus, right? I've had other people who have had struggles with, I can't make any medical claims, but like restless leg, right? Where your legs just don't want to sleep at night and they're hurting and they're painful and they're making you move and they're just not letting you rest. Gotten rid of that with dry brushing because you're boosting your immune system to fight off any imbalances or irregularities in your body. God has created your body with an amazing healing property in your lymphatic system, in your immune defense, and you can do something to make it better, right? So if you want my recommendation on this dry brush, which I love it, natural bamboo bristles, so easy just to hold into your hand, the strap so it doesn't fall off. You keep this in your shower and you dry brush in the mornings when your skin is dry because you're helping to exfoliate all the dead skin cells too. And then when you're done, then you take your shower and you use those essential oils to activate your olfactory system. So if you do that, you're feeling amazing in the morning, fully ready to take on the day. And so I can let you know which one I use. So you can reach out, Messenger, Instagram, email me, whatever you like. There's ways to contact me and you can get this dry brush. I'll share that with you. But it's amazing. There's so many things just besides a good diet, right? Just besides a good diet and lots of water, that doesn't affect our lymphatic system in a way that we can really be effective in it. It needs an external thing to do. So like I said, your lymphatic system is affected by your muscles and the way you move, because it doesn't have its own pumping system. So when you exercise, when you jog, when you use your muscles, you're helping to flush it and get it pumping. But if you're sedentary, if you're not doing much, then it's really kind of not getting a lot of movement. It's not getting a lot of ability to flush out. And if you're sitting a lot and you have all these huge grouping of lymph nodes in your groin, and you're sitting, which means your hips are bent, which means they're clamping down on your lymph nodes, which means they're not letting it flow. That's what I'm trying to get at. When you're sitting, you're in a position that closes off your lymph nodes in your groin, and it blocks it basically. It's not letting it get the movement. It needs to get up to your heart. The lymphatic system needs to drain and move its way up towards your heart. And so this will help you to do that. So when you're moving around, this is why they say that sitting is the next smoking, right? That it's just as bad for you to be sitting all day. So when you're getting up, when you're moving, when you're stretching, when you're exercising, you're helping your lymph system get moving. But the dry brushing helps it that even if you're not able to do those things all the time, you could do this every day, even a few times a week, and really get everything flowing and get it moving, get it unstuck and unblocked so that you can feel better. It's just so amazing. So it helps both in the stimulation process of all of your nerve endings. It helps in that. It gets your blood flow going and it gets your lymphatic system going. And so, man, it just feels so good. Like this is how you just have natural energy. So let me know if you have any questions at all. But I want you to understand the important role that your lymphatic system has. It is your defense system. So we need to be helping our defense system be as strong as it can be. And we can do that both in how we live with our healthy lifestyle, with the water and whole foods that we're eating. We can do that with exercising and moving around. We can do all these good things, but we can also affect it externally, which is so good for you. Dry brushing is kind of new to me, and I am thrilled. I am thrilled. Like I wouldn't have believed it before if I didn't try it for myself. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, this truly is amazing. So that natural energy boost that you're looking for to help you get away from being addicted to sugar and to coffee, and I can't hardly even open my eyes until I have my first cup of coffee, you don't have to feel that way anymore. You start to dry brush, you will immediately feel awake and activated and warm because you've activated your blood flow too, and you've activated it on the external part of your skin. All of your blood flow and capillaries here too gets activated. The blood flow gets a little bit of an increase, and then you just feel like warm and then kind of like tingly and just like alive and awake. It's amazing. It affects all these parts of your body all at once. So I highly recommend that. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'll be happy to share the one that I use and love. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Love you so much and have a great day. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe and join me next week for the next episode of the Healthy Christian Women Podcast. Inspiring Christian women to live healthier in their mind, body, and spirit, one day at a time. Grab your complimentary mind, body, and spirit detox checklist at healthychristianwomen.com/detox. That's healthychristianwomen.com/detox.